I'm starting to do a thing where I'm trying to like broaden my horizons of watching my
My
horizons,
horizons.
trying to broaden my horizons of watching different types of content. Yeah. And
Okay, are we
on
talking
YouTube, sometimes the
YouTube? Okay, YouTube.
algorithm serves you something different. Yeah.
What's your like when you go into your YouTube homepage? What is
It's
generally comes
random.
up?
It's so random.
So
It's like
basketball is
some
definitely on there.
podcast clips, some
Yeah,
basketball stuff, some football
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
some like motivation stuff, some mental health stuff, some um just like stuff to take me away from social media and how to step out of that world. Like all these different things basically are on there. It's not
Mm.
linear at all. It's all messed up. Yeah. So
Okay,
one
that's
of the
good.
things that I was recommended was a video by Better Ideas.
Right.
It's a guy, bold guy, American, and the title of the video is called Seven Tips to Cure Your Procrastination, or it's actually called Seven Things That Quickly Cured My Procrastination. And I was like, okay, let's give this a little peek. Let's check it out, right? And you know what? I've actually
Mm.
tried a few of the rules. They really work. Most of the time,
Enlighten me.
people are like
Enlighten me.
procrastination's all bollocks. Yeah, it's all just your mindset. Sort it out. Get your head right. You'll be fine. I'm like, it doesn't really work.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let's just establish something. So you identify as a procrastinator.
sometimes,
Sometimes, not
sometimes.
massively, not all the time. It's not like a
No, sometimes. Depends
okay.
on the type of day I'm having.
Right. So in work time, outside of work time, are you like goal oriented? Do you have a list of things you need to do and you find yourself
In
procrastinating?
work time, I have like stuff to do, but I know there's that law, isn't it? I've forgotten the name of
Sod's
it.
law.
Where, huh?
Sod's law.
It's not Sod's law, but there's a
Which
law
law?
that says if you're given one task to do, you'll
Mm.
long it out over the course of a day, and if you're given like
Oh,
several tasks, you'll finish them in the day.
it's the law I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of Pareto principle, I think.
Anyway, so I don't know the name of the law. If you know, drop it in the comments. Let me know. But that's what I've sort of noticed over time. So if I have a couple of things to do in the day, I will long it
Mm.
out over the course of a day. So I'm trying to get over this thing of just doing it straight away and then freeing up the day and doing something else within it that's probably more productive to get ahead of things. Right. And
All
that's where
right.
the real procrastinating happens on
Scenario for you
quieter
then.
days.
It's a day off. You got 5 things to do. Let's say, right?
Not a
Five
day
things.
off. A
And
day off's different. I'm on about
you know what I
work
mean?
time.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying it's a day off. You're doing errands. You're doing some sort of house cleaning that Sam just told you to do because you're not going on holiday anywhere. So you have to clean the house, right?
Hmm.
You got 5 things to do. Are you somebody who starts with small things, builds momentum, then does the most difficult
It
thing
depends on the day,
later?
man. Depends on the day.
Or you might tackle the big thing
I
first?
would normally say first thing if I had that day off, I'd go to the
Mm.
gym first, then I'd come home, then I'd do all my cleaning and stuff, then I'd shower, then I can do like little
No, no,
admin
no,
stuff.
no, no, no. You're not going. No, those are other things. I'm just saying. I guess if they're on your list, that's different. But say there are things you need to do,
But
not
it's got to
just.
be list dependent, man. You got to tell me the list, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. I have a list.
Because I told
Okay.
you, like the way that I
Mm.
just did that in my head there. If you go to the gym first and then you come home, you don't
Mm.
shower and then clean because you get sweaty cleaning. So you want to do the
Mm.
cleaning, get all your clothes dirty, then put them all in the wash, then fully bathe yourself. Now you're clean. Now you've got nothing to worry about. And if cooking comes into it, you want to cook after you've cleaned. So you haven't showered yet, but everything's all stinky and dirty. And then you go get clean. It's all good, man. It's all pristine, you know?
Mm. Okay. So tell me about these 7 tips.
So tips are right. Tip number one. Have you heard of the concept of eating the frog?
Eating the frog. Okay. No, I haven't.
So
Maybe I
basically,
have,
eating
but
the
what is
frog
it?
is doing a really unlikable task first thing in the day.
What did I just say to you? I
What did
asked
you
you that
just say?
question. I said, are you somebody who does the small task first or attacks the biggest, hardest task first?
No. I'm not saying I like this rule. I'm not saying it works for me. I'm saying this is what's in the video. I do either or. It doesn't matter to me.
Got it.
But
Fine.
to some people, if you've got a really tough job
You
and
got
you
to do
know
it first.
first thing tomorrow, you've got to have that difficult conversation, people have
Mm.
it first thing in the morning. That's the concept of eating the frog.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do it straight away. Do it immediately. It'll be fine. Well, it won't be fine, but at least you'll get it out of the way. Because if you don't, you kick it down the road and you're thinking
You're
about it
thinking
all
about
day.
it. Yeah.
It's there lingering. Doesn't go away.
Number
Right.
2.
Number 2 is the 3-2-1 rule, which I'm sure you can guess is
3, 2, 1.
go and do it. That's it, boss. And I've tried it. It does work to an extent. Sometimes just like 3-2-1. Nah, I'm okay. Basically, it's building up small momentum to push you into doing something.
So the one I heard was very similar to that. It was based on, I think, NASA astronauts. and it was just it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but it's the same thing. And the lady who was talking about it was saying about how you get out of bed in the morning, you're out of bed, you don't want to wake up, you snooze, you're looking at your phone. And she was like, one day I was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm up. And she just conditioned herself to get out of bed like that.
Can't do
So
that.
yeah, takes a
I'm a one
takes some
alarm
skill.
guy. Like one alarm, I'll lie there for a couple of minutes and then I'll go.
Couple of minutes, was it?
Couple of minutes and then I'll get up and go.
Don't play on your phone a little bit first of all.
No, no. Well, on weekends I do. When it's work day, I always do everything with the like maximized amount of time. So I know I've got 2 minutes to like lie in bed and then I've got to get up and get ready and then go catch the bus and etc. If it's work from home, 15 minutes, 20 minutes time to get everything set up is more than enough. So wake up at 8:40 and I'm ready for 9. That's it. Have my cup of coffee as I'm working. It's easy, man.
Your 20 minutes is easy. Is that with breakfast?
No, I have my breakfast like 9:30, 10.
Okay.
So that's like, yeah, I'd have made sure that nothing's on fire at work, and then I'll go have my breakfast. I'll bring it to the table and I'll work and do breakfast at the same time.
But you've had your hot drink first, pre-breakfast.
Yeah, hot drink first, man. Hot drink first.
Interesting, and that doesn't fill you up.
No. Problem with coffee is I hate cold coffee, so I drink it very quickly.
Okay, so when you're in the morning and you're prepping your coffee, are you somebody who likes to, boiling water or nearly boiled water, have the coffee
nearly boiled,
and then you're slowly sipping it, or do you want it to be drinkable straight away now?
I'll slowly sip it, but then there's that point where it's warm and I'm like, I gotta neck it now. I can't let this go cold.
Okay, I'm a half boil, half freezing cold water.
I know you are. I made you coffee once. I hated it. I was like, this is some scientific mad Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory experiment, right?
But only if like I need to drink this because I need to go right now. But if it's I have the time to enjoy the coffee, then I don't mind it being.
Do you put the milk in first in coffee? This is important. Do you put the milk in first?
I don't have milk. I have a black, so it doesn't make a difference to me. But you should have milk in first. Correct.
Yes, thank you, because it doesn't burn it, right? It doesn't burn the coffee.
So Shindy's is honey, milk, coffee first, and then
I might try this honey thing. I might try it.
Just a dab, just
a little salt bay. Yeah.
But although when I go to Kenny's house, Kenny has one of those coffee machines. So although it's making the coffee, it makes it warm drinkable.
Yeah.
Which I really appreciate. So I'm like, that is actually a really good concept. Whereas with the kettle, it's like, okay, you made it. And I was like, okay, now.
Do you know how expensive those coffee making things are?
I don't know. I just go there. I enjoy it. I come home.
I know, but I'm saying I looked at one online, just not for me because I'm not a massive coffee drinker. I'm very happy with instant. Yeah.
Basic coffee. Same. Yeah.
But some people are like, no. I need
it's it. It's like a science, isn't it? Yeah.
I need it really done well and all this. Mate, like £300-400 for a machine.
You make a coffee from the work staff room. You go from Starbucks.
What does that do to your frugality gene, Karen? £400 on a coffee making machine.
No, but you're messing it up again. If you enjoy coffee, if coffee is your thing, you can buy that, man. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
I know for a fact it's not for Kenny, but he likes tech. He's a tech guy.
Yeah.
It's good because his house is like it's like the Jetsons, or in Iron Man 3, what's it called? Something of the future. That thing that Tony's dad makes. The Expo of the Future, whatever it's called. So Kenny's house is like that. He's got like the robots to do the cleaning, and he's got like popcorn machine maker, candy floss. He's got all this stuff. And I go there and then I play with it. I test it. I use it, test it, right? I'm like, could I see myself using this?
Yes,
no, I cannot. No, I cannot. There's no FOMO now. It's used. Keep it here.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
You kind of got it out of my system for me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So
got it.
Coffee. So that was number 2.
That was number 2.
Number 2.
Number 3 is number 3. Number 3 is the do something principle. Yes. So start doing anything small. Like there's basic shit you do every day. Like you get up, you'll like do dishes, you'll clean your teeth, you'll bathe, you'll put clothes on. He's like, do something and use that as a leapfrog to build a momentum into it.
Momentum. So this is the snowball principle is the other name for it. This is something I use. So I asked you this question earlier and I'll answer it on my part. So there are days like yourself where if it's super big and I do need to attack it early because it's so big in its entity, I have to attack it. Otherwise, actually, what I like to do is like, I think 2 weeks ago, I had a 20-point job list. I'd batched for a while, had family over, and I was like, I haven't touched this for like weeks. Okay, let me attack it. And some
Stacked.
things
Yeah, you stacked it.
stacked and batched, yeah. And some things are really simple. It's like send this person a message, chase this, put this in the calendar. So I was like, bang, 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 bang. I've actually done 10 things in like 3 minutes. I'm like, man, I'm on the way now. And then the more complex things I can just roll into because you've got that good feeling, you got the dopamine hit. And the whole thing about the guy, the admiral who does a commencement speech, quite a famous
No,
one, and he
no.
talks about these are the 10 rules, to live a good life. And the worst one, he goes, make your bed in the morning. And this whole concept about you make your bed in the
I
morning.
remember that one. That speech went very viral. I saw that on Facebook and YouTube twice. Right?
That's it. It's a great speech. His principles are really good. But making the bed, you build momentum. You've started by winning the day. That's it. So do something. Like Nike, man. We made that whole video. Remember, just do it.
I can't remember the content I made with you, man. It was so long ago.
I had the trainer in my hand. I was like, these are my trainers. Nike, just do it.
I love how you thought you were being dramatic in that content, You thought you were being so dramatic.
Yeah.
And you'd always end the video with the thing you started it with. Like Ikigai. And at the end it was Ikigai. That's it. And it would finish and I'm like
yeah, and in the background is you going
yeah. That's because you had squeaky floorboards, man. I can't help that.
Yes, we did. Cool. So that's number 3. Number 4?
That's number 3. Number 4, sort out your surroundings. So you are a product of your surroundings. If everything around you is cluttered, and I can vouch for this, right? Staying at my mum and dad's, house is mad cluttered. House has mess everywhere. My dad leaves papers everywhere. Why are you doing just?
No, I did this because I was thinking about it. I remember being at your birthday. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, this is a dance for this. That's the thing now.
So basically, right, going there, it's mayhem going to my parents' house. They have stuff lying around all the time.
Idea, like there is Shastar, okay, full kirpans and swords.
Where?
There is, remember you told me above the door or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, anybody goes through the door.
Yeah.
Don't mess with your dad, man.
Yeah. In case anyone comes through the house, you're going to get hit by some sort of weapon that's hidden in the house. Yeah, 100%.
That's right.
Intruders, beware.
That's right, baby.
So, yeah, the house is mayhem, man. And if you move something out the way, my dad gets very upset.
Because he knows where this stuff
everything, right? And it's actually annoying how much he knows little things like that. Because problem is when he's telling us,
I got a system.
And when he's trying to tell us it's here, I'm like, Dad, you're not helping me. It's not there. And he's like, it's not. It's there. It's there. And then you'll find it within the vicinity. And he's like, told you. And I'm like, no. That doesn't qualify for I told you. That doesn't qualify in my eyes.
Think about the way Punjabis give directions in India.
Yeah, it's like roughly over there.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
In which case he could say to me, then it's in the house. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, that's super helpful. Where in the house? Exactly, right? So when I'm there compared to when I'm here at the flat with Sanj, it's very different. Here, things are like things are in place. Like we know where everything is. We've agreed on where stuff goes.
Are you both quite like compartmentalizing things? Are you both in that mindset, or
what do you mean by compartmentalizing things?
Like sections, and this lives here, and this is labeled.
Sanj is that I have bags to stuff, but I'm starting to put things out the bags into places. I love putting stuff in bags because I know specifically where the thing is in the bags. So I've got a bag of just my work stuff. I got 2 work bags,
a proper backpack.
I got 1 work from home bag, which has all my like keyboards and stuff in it. Yeah, and excess wires.
Backpacks, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a second bag that I actually take to work. Right.
Perfect.
That's a second
bag, a ready bag. Yeah.
2 bags, yeah, done. Right. Third bag is my personal bag, like my laptop, my hard drives, my books, etc. Like that's in that bag.
Going out for the day you're traveling.
Yeah, any like appointment letters, they go in there. But that bag gets heavy because I take that back and forth to Birmingham a lot in case I need it.
What are these 3 bags? What makes these?
Huh?
What have you got? Like, is it Jean Sport? What is it? What are these bags?
So one is a Gymshark bag. That's the one I take to work. The other one is a really old bag I had when I took traveling. No, I didn't take it traveling. I left it here. It's like an anti-theft bag. It's like cool, fine. And the third bag is I've forgotten the name of it. It's a blue bag basically. It's a blue bag. I really like it. Right. And then I got 2 more bags, right? I got 1 more bag.
Sorry, are we on to 5 bags now?
Yeah, yeah.
Are
So
these
I got
lined
a
up?
fourth. These are all stacked away in like a cupboard. Yeah.
Mm.
So I got the 4th bag, which
Which
is a duffel bag, right? Which is like any excess gym stuff I need to take with me to go to the gym. Yeah.
but it's not a
So
gym bag.
like gym clothes, etc. That
Isn't it
goes
a
in
gym
like
bag?
a yeah, it's like a round duffel bag. I
But it's
wouldn't
your
call
gym
it a
bag, yeah?
gym bag per se, but I use it for that reason.
Is it the bag you take to the gym?
It is now. Yeah, it never used to be, but
Gym
it is
bag.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's your gym
And
bag,
then
yeah.
the 5th bag is my
Mm.
big bag that I take back and forth to Birmingham with all my clothes, my toiletries, etc.
That's not a ditchy. It's not a suitcase.
No, it's like a big duffel bag, like a big one.
A weekender bag. Okay. So like
Yeah, yeah.
one you
You've
carry
seen
like
it. You've seen it, the black one.
I can't remember. Like in gangster films, they carry money in that kind of thing.
That literally it looks like that. Yeah.
Looks like that. So
There
5
you go.
bags.
I got 5 bags.
No, that seems like a
It's
good
reasonable.
system.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's a good
but I
system, at least
know where everything
compartmentalised.
is in those bags. It's all like a
Yeah.
way. It's not interrupting your surroundings. So when I
It
do
would
work at home,
seem, yeah, it would seem silly to take the stuff out of the bags because you need them as bags to take and move things.
I just want to clip that and I can send it
You
to
can show
Sandra next
Sanj.
time
Yeah, yeah.
she has a
Do
go
you
at
know?
me
Do you
about
know what it
taking
is?
stuff in bags.
As a fellow
Man,
prepper and organizer who understands,
as a fellow
no,
man.
no. I'm saying as someone who understands Sanj, because very similar to Sanj, I will speak to her. I have a way of communicating with fellow planner.
Acha.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't worry, man. It sounds like, as look, if you put label on your bag, it says Indy's bag 1, Indy bag 2, Indy bag 3.
I'm not putting labels on my bag. I know what they are. You don't need to know
We
what's
will
in the
label
bag.
them. It'll be labeled.
You don't need to know what's
There's
in the
going to be
bag.
a label. It's going to be
Don't bring
apple
your
tags.
label maker. If you bring a
Apple-
label
oh.
maker, I'll actually burn it.
My label maker ran out yesterday. It died. But I got some new stuff today. So it's fine.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So good, man. So good. There is no
So-
wire which is not labeled in this house, baby. I
Dear
know every
Lord,
wire
man.
goes.
Dear Lord. So anyway, when I'm doing
Anyway.
work from home, my surroundings and my table is clear. It's just my work stuff. And when I put it away, the table is empty. Now, stuff like that makes a difference when you're trying to do something
Yes.
of like work importance or whatever. If it's clear and tidy,
Working what, sorry?
you feel mentally clear. Huh?
Working what?
In my working environment.
Oh, is that what you said? Oh, okay.
Or
yeah.
like workspace, I guess, or work table, whichever way you want to call it.
Yeah.
But if it's clear,
Hmm.
I feel clear. Like I feel like I can just do this and I'm not interrupted by anything else.
Because your eyes, your energy is not being pulled, man. And I'm exactly
Exactly.
of the same. That's kind of, I think we talked about it during lockdown, didn't we? We were looking at our desk setups. I think I just got my desk setup inspired by your desk setup. Like going to a wireless keyboard. Oh my God. Like it's just game changer, man. Like I never would have thought. I was like, there's a keyboard on a laptop. Why would you want? Just didn't make sense to me. And all these like little adages now, keep optimizing.
Yeah.
Got it to a point now where it's just slick, man. You know what you're doing, you know everything is. Setup time, pack up times, bang, 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 bang. Yeah, I agree with you, man. The minimalist setup for work is good.
See, the minimalist setup is nice. It's nice. I really enjoy it. Yeah,
it's really
good.
really calming, isn't it? You know exactly what you're doing. You're in order. And what I find now is if there's a new problem that I need a solution for, it's very easy to find that now.
Yeah.
It's just little things. Like I showed this couple of gadgets last week, whatever. But okay, clean environment. So that's number 4,
Yeah.
number 5.
So that was number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. That was 4. Number 5, right, is similar to that, but it's sort of your digital surroundings. So this is why I don't have iMessage and WhatsApp on my laptop. You do, I don't, right?
Do you mean at all, or do you mean that sometimes you just don't open them?
At all. I never have them on my computer because I know if I put my phone away, just got my computer and it's fine. So I'm just in work on the computer, so I'm not getting distracted by other stuff. Like
Depends on the nature of your work. I do a lot of work on WhatsApp.
yeah, I understand that, but for me, WhatsApp for me is purely leisure, right? It's purely like keeping up with people. So I'm like, okay, get rid of that. If I take my phone out the way, I get a lot more done. So if I move my phone to like a separate part of the place, like I've started putting my phone on charge behind me there, like on that table there,
right?
And I put it on charge there as I'm working in the day. That way, I can't see my phone or don't have anything popping up. There's nothing there. It's just I'm working. That's fine. That's if I need to get serious work. And other times I can have it near me. But yeah, that's when I want to get serious.
I guess because your work is like work, whereas mine is, it is work, but it's my business work. So it's not as it's my stuff, not like a company stuff.
Yeah.
But that's good. So you're not there. You're not in your phone. Yeah.
That's helpful. Going back to the thing you said earlier about focus and minimalism. when you're struggling to focus, he said, focus
Hmm.
on one thing for 60 seconds. So he said, focus on like one letter of a word for 60 seconds. And that basically centers you to a point where you're focused again and you can work. Because a lot of people get distracted after you're in a distracted state. You struggle to get your bearings to figure out the thing you were going to do or the thing you're going to do. You got to sit there, breathe in and out like steadily for 60 seconds, focus on one thing, and then like that, you'll be good to go. And I've not tried that, but I need to try that.
A similar concept that I was told by Kenny was the Pomodoro method. Have you heard of this?
Nope.
So it's basically, I can't remember the exact timings. If you got Google in front of you, just Google it. But it's the concept. Say, I think it's 60 minutes. You work for 55 and you take a 5-minute break.
Yeah, I did that throughout the whole of my exams at school.
That's you already.
I broke up every hour into that. So if I did 2 hours of work, I'd have 10-minute break. And I used to have, this is back when Apple games were not that, they weren't that fun. So all you had was like on your phone, Doodle Jump or something. Yeah. Which is like a very quick platform game. So I'm like, okay, it's going to die in a sec. And then bam, I was like, okay, it's 5 minutes. Let's get back to work. That's what I used to do each day. Now games are so freakishly addictive. I can't have a game on my phone. It ruins me. I can't have it. No games on my phone at all.
I went through a phase, old, I think it was on the iPad, Temple Run.
Temple Run. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Like hours and hours with my sister, like
Yeah.
making these high scores.
Yeah.
Just addictive.
Have I ever told you the Candy Crush story?
Maybe.
I got up to like
yes, yeah. Oh my God, you're building communities and you're doing all this weird. You're telling me, I think
communities.
Is that Candy Crush? No, I'm thinking about.
You're thinking Farmville.
Farmville.
I never got into that. I never got into that.
Tell me what is Candy Crush? What's the game?
Candy Crush is the one where you have like a bunch of sweets and you got to match them and they like disappear off screen.
Yeah. You went deep though, didn't you? You went really deep.
I got up to level like 1,000.
Yeah, that's 5 levels of Inception, man. That's like a dream.
No, Goran, it would mess with me how addicted I was. Like I'd spend weekends, the whole weekend playing it. It was bad. And it would get to the point where like I'd lie to people. I'd lie to people the things I was doing to play the game. Like I was like, oh yeah, I went to the gym today.
That's addiction, man.
Yeah, I was hooked badly.
This is pre-Sand, yeah?
This was like 2015, 2014 days.
WBC. Okay.
Way before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, 15. Like, you there.
No, I wasn't there at the same time. I don't know. So at that point, I started to get rid of it. I think it was 2014. I was stuck. Fully stuck. Yeah. It fucked with me, man. So yeah. And then I just uninstalled it and I never reinstalled it. And anytime I install a game now, I'll install it for like 10 minutes, play it. I'm like, cool, I played it. I know what it's like. Uninstall. Bam.
Oh, wow. Next time I see you, I'm installing some shit on your phone.
I do nothing. No, don't do it, man. Don't do it. There's this game that Sanj has at the moment. I only play it on her phone.
Oh, okay.
That way I'm like, oh, you have to be here for me to play it. How fucked is that, man? I sound like a kid in it. How fucked is that?
Like, no, she's like a parole officer, man.
Pretty much. She is hooked on it though. She won't admit it, but she is hooked on it. Right. But yeah, okay, fine. So that's that. Focus on one thing for 60 seconds. Okay. And then lastly, and this is one that I personally have started doing very, very well. Okay. It is confront your distractions before working. I kind of tweaked that to make it fit me. My thing was
distractions before working. But then the presupposition there is you need to be aware of your distractions, no?
So it says, give yourself 15 minutes and just go wild. Do whatever the hell your head is telling you to do with a distraction. Go and look at every notification. Go and do it for 15 minutes. When that 15 minutes is done, bam, stop.
Yeah.
Now I've started to do something different, right? I've started to have this thing where 9 times out of 10, when something pops into my head, it's normally like a thought that just pops in, like, do you remember that video? And I was like, let me find that video and let me watch it. That way I can switch it off in my head. Because if I don't, I know it's going to come back to me in 3 days' time. And I'm like, I swear I had that in my head the other day. Why didn't I deal with it? And then I keep burying it. When I have I have at least 100 of those thoughts a day, right? I have to go and do it because otherwise it comes back to me each time. And I have to, and each time it comes back, it upsets me more and more that I haven't let it out my head. Now that I've done it, it's out my head, it's gone. That's how I've started to deal with things in like a better way. And I was like, wow, I never thought that would actually work, but it does because my head feels clearer. If I don't give
Mm.
into that, my head starts getting cluttered. It's very weird. I never thought that
No,
would actually work.
there you go. You tested it, man. This is the key thing.
I tested it and
Take a
it worked for
concept,
me.
test it, reflect on it. You like it, sticks, good.
It
Doesn't
works for
work,
me.
don't use
That's
it.
it. I'm very
Yeah,
happy.
good.
I'm very happy.